this video, we're reviewing the Target exclusive WWE Legends Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels figure. Now, we have seen iterations of Shawn Michaels in Ultimate Edition form before. We got the Series 4 from back in the day in the series with Brock Lesnar. We got the Fan Takeover Amazon exclusive. And then we did have just last year San Diego Comic-Con 2024's exclusive with the WrestleMania 12 Ultimate Edition Shawn. And we do have a Royal Rumble Amazon exclusive, Royal Rumble PLE Ultimate Edition coming very soon that was just announced at this year's Comic-Con. But today we have this Target exclusive Shawn that should be hitting your stores any day now if they're not already. These have been hanging out on shelves a while now. I did find about 5 at my local Target. So I mean, I don't think this guy is going to be the hardest to come by if you guys are interested in this Shawn Michaels DX reunion tour deal going on right here. But we did get a Triple H to match this not too long ago, a few years back now, I think, maybe a couple years ago. And we're going to take a look at that comparison, see what he fits in our collections here today. But you guys know, with the Ultimate Edition packaging, it is a store exclusive, so they give you the red border instead of the white with the red accents. So that's pretty cool. But if we spin it to the side, you do get a shot of HBK right there. And they always have this sort of art comic-y look with the yellow line and stuff like that. And then on the back, we do get a prototype shot of the figure there. Got the name, Legends logo, Shawn Michaels here, and then you have a little bio read there if you want to read it. You can pause it right now. Got some little bio information, but then you have his name, Shawn Michaels, on the side of the Ultimate. And on the top, you got the same deal going on with the Legends logo there, but not too much going on with this Ultimate Edition Shawn. But what we're going to do, man, crack Shawn out of the packaging, find out what he's all about, see how he compares with the rest of our figures. But I feel like it's been a very long time. Besides the From the Vault, I know that everybody kind of looks at this figure and you automatically think of the Walgreens exclusive Shawn, but we will get into those comparisons in this video, man. So with that being said, let's buckle the hell up. Let's get into this Shawn Michaels Ultimate Edition figure and see what he's all about. So here's our Legends Target exclusive Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels out of the packaging. And the more that I pose this guy around, the more that I've gotten to know this figure. That sounds so stupid, but you get what I'm saying. The more I pose this guy around, I've actually enjoyed it more and more. And I like it. I'm digging it, man. We're going to, of course, dive into it, find out what it's all about. But I feel like this is one of those gears that's pretty underrated, all things considered. And I think this is a nice little update to some different things that we have going on here, man. So what we're going to do is dive into the accessories you get with this DX Reunion Tour Shawn Michaels Legends Ultimate. And then we'll dive into the figure itself and find out how it compares to the rest of our Shawn figures and the rest of our DX. So getting into the accessories we get with the Shawn Michaels, it is a bit light for accessories. You know, you only get 2 interchangeable head sculpts, which 2 of them we've pretty much already seen in terms of likeness. I mean, you're not getting a whole lot of new here. No championship belts, no glow sticks, so I can see where people would be maybe upset with that. And low-key, this is probably my biggest gripe with the figure. We have seen this head sculpt so many damn times, man. I am so tired of seeing this head sculpt, and it doesn't even look like Shawn Michaels to me, really. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I just don't like it. I don't like the likeness here. I certainly like the screaming expression much better, and this one has pretty good likeness to Shawn. We've just seen this so many times before, man. I'm pretty sure this head sculpt, at least this face sculpt, has come with every Ultimate Shawn, and I think this is our 4th one, and we have a 5th one coming. So we need new head sculpts for Shawn Michaels, man. I mean, what is happening with the Shawns? We need better head sculpts for Shawn Michaels, but you know, they're fine, I guess. They get the job done. It's just, damn, man, can we get some new ones? You know what I mean? But I think, you know, they're fine, I guess. It's just nothing to really move the needle for me. And then we have the DX baseball hat. Now, you do have them doing the Suck It. It's kind of the, you know, the caricatures or the cartoon versions of them there. And then they did, there's no way that is definitely not the mooning logo, but it kind of looks like them mooning. That's kind of crazy, but I think it is still the crotch chop. But it's supposed to be them crotch chopping on the front, and then when you spin it to the back, it's supposed to have them mooning you with like cartoon butts on there. But Mattel's not going to put that on there. But fun fact, in elementary school, I think I was in the 4th, maybe the 3rd grade, something like that, and when this shirt came out and this hat design came out, and I wore that shirt to school and I got in trouble for it. So whether it was the 90s or later on, man, kids were getting in trouble at school for wearing DX shish. It's just the way it was. But I used to have that shirt back in the day. And while it wasn't my favorite, I may have even been in the 5th grade, I think, when that happened. Nonetheless, you do get the baseball hat there, and it fits the figure pretty well. You know, you can put it on there. There it is on frontwards. It doesn't really hug as much, but, you know, he kind of just wore it backwards. So there is that. And then if you have the screaming expression, which I definitely like much better. Yeah, that doesn't look half bad right there. And then we have probably the best accessory in the whole pack. It is the sleeveless or the muscle tee cutoff shirt of the DX Reunion Tour with the spray can there. there. I actually have a custom shirt of this in my collection, but it's on a crowd member, I think. But one thing that's cool is if you flip this on the back, it actually has all the reunion tour dates right here from DX right there for all the shows that they appeared on, which is pretty cool. I think that's awesome that they actually got all the dates there and they don't have any Velcro here. It's a nice shirt. I like this. Now for interchangeable hands, you are getting a pair of the mic holding, weapon wielding hands. You're going to get a pair of fists. Why did I say pair like that? It's like Pierre. You get a pair of Too Sweet hands, which is pretty cool. And then you get a pair of the Ricochet, Kawhi Leonard, Johnny Gargano hand-shaking entrance style hands, but it is the new sculpt. But you know, this is the DX crotch chop hands, or the Sweet Chin Music thigh slapping hands. So getting into Shawn, man, let's start at the head sculpt. We've already discussed it. I'm disgusted with this. No, it's not that bad. It's just, it's been repeated, man. We've seen this, or I've seen this song and dance, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess that's what you're getting here, but this is our first Ultimate Shawn with actual long pants here. But a lot of people that I think find this torso controversial for Shawn Michaels. Don't zoom in on Shawn Michaels back there. Focus on the real matter here. But I do like that they have stomach and chest hair, which is good. I get a little schmutz there. But not bad. I don't hate this torso for Shawn Michaels. I think it's fine. I think that they could use the Seth Rollins one. Maybe not for this era of Shawn, but I feel like the upper lats here are just a bit weird on this torso. But it's not bad. You know, you have the same shoulders and arms we've seen. I think when they do younger Shawn, you could get away with maybe some striated shoulders or a different arm mold. These arms just, they're inconsistent, man. I think it just depends on the torso that they're paired with. But you do get the DX armband on the bicep and then the DX armband on the forearm, which could be cool if it was removable, but it is just painted on there, sadly. But get the tattoo there. Got the white wrist tape. We do have the nice buckles on there. I do like this gear, though. It's kind of the bright green. Got Shawn Michaels on the back of the HBK. And then you do have the DXs reversed right here, which I've always liked this gear. I've always thought it was kind of underrated how you have the backwards DXs and the lines look really good. I don't know, it just screams 2006 for whatever reason. But go down, he does have the pins in the joints, which you know we're going to like when we talk about articulation. But then he does have the kick pad feet here, which are very nice. Even though he didn't wear kick pads ever, it's fine, it's fine. You know, he wore like the strapped boots that Edge liked to wear and things like that. But it doesn't look bad because they paint it with some details, and I think it gets away with it. Now, when we're talking about articulation with this specific Shawn, he can look down just a bit there, not very much up because of the hair, of course. You get a little bit of pivoting here, which is okay. You know, we know what to expect out of this. Ultimate Editions just don't have the best ab crunch. It goes forward about that bit there. You do get some torquing to the side there with the diaphragm. And then you do get the waist swivel that is completely stuck, but there it goes. Okay, you get waist swivel there that feels good. Arms go above 90. You do get full rotation. You get bicep rotation as well. Double jointed pinless arms, which are great. You get hinge and swivel at the wrist, of course, there. And then you do get the butterfly joint, which isn't horrific on this torso. I will say I struggled to get him in any DX suck-it poses, but you can kind of cross his arms here if you wanted to do that. That's pretty decent, I'd say. And, you know, you can get the entrances in there and stuff like that. You just can't really get a great DX, you know, chop, like suck-it chop. It's just, it just impedes right here. And I don't know, if you manipulated the camera angle, you could probably mess with it. It's just not the best of all time, if you will. But then you do get the drop down hips, which I think works in some cases and others it doesn't, but can go about at 90 there. Want to be careful when you're bringing that back down right there. Make sure that you're pushing that in. And then he can go out to the side really good for, you know, a Sweet Chin Music. Get the upper thigh cut. Very smooth, buttery, just absolute Olive Garden breadsticks right there on the buttery smooth double jointed knee here, but then you do get a little bit of an ankle rocker there. This is the old boot articulation, by the way, so you don't get the best ankle rocker of all time, but then you do get the toe pivot, and then the feet can go down, up and down a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, this is a fair figure. I have had fun posing him around because he's so buttery smooth, like a damn Texas Roadhouse or O'Charlie's bread roll or something like that. But I am digging the Shawn Michaels in a lot of ways. I don't think that looks bad aesthetically right here, but we got to get into some Shawn Michaels figure comparisons, and we'll take a look at what we have here for Shawn. So for your Shawn Michaels figure comparisons, man, here are some other DX Shawn Michaels Elite figures that we have seen, and from left to right, you have the From the Vault re-release of the ringside exclusive featuring one of the Ultimate Edition head sculpts. We have that old Walgreens exclusive Elite here, but it has been head swapped with the Elite Defining Moments Shawn. And it did have an arm swap with like a 2K battle pack or something to give him the green armbands, which I thought was a really sweet fix-up for the time, especially. And over here we have the other From the Vault. This is the From the Vault Series 1 Shawn Michaels, which is a re-release of the Elite 7 Shawn Michaels. And then we have the original ringside exclusive DX Shawn Michaels with a head swap of the WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 14 Shawn Michaels. And I did paint the bands on the hair, and I love that fix-up, by the way. I think it aged like fine wine. And out of all these DX Shawns, I think this one fits right in, you know, it fits on this era, and I love that it's a different gear than these other ones we've seen. So you get, you know, and he wasn't changing his attire so much around there, so we almost have, I think, you can correct me if I'm wrong, we have a lot of the DX Shawn long pants looks. But you can also see the kind of differential in the torso and how the Ultimate Edition is a lot bigger than the Elites, or not a lot, but you know, it's definitely you know, you can see it. It's not something that goes unnoticed. And then for our DX Triple H figure comparisons with this Shawn Michaels from left to right, we do have the From the Vault Series 1 of a re-release of the Elite 7 Triple H, the Fan Takeover Amazon exclusive Ultimate Edition Triple H based off this exact moment in time, pretty much. You can see here the shirt matches the hat that comes with this Shawn Michaels. Then we do have the Walgreens exclusive Elite Triple H with a custom head sculpt, and then I put some Mojo Rawley boots on there a long time ago just to kind of make a fun fix-up on surgery. And it still looks pretty good. It's just not accurate, but it kind of looks cool, you know? So, I don't know. It just fits with the lime green and the, you know, the brightness and everything like that. But these two look pretty good up next to each other. Now, I know this has the Ultimate Warrior torso, which is what it is, but these fit in pretty damn nice. I think they scale well. I mean, I don't have any issues with that. I wanted all of these gears, so I love it. I think this is great. Wish we got more handlebar mustache Triple H's, but nah, I don't hate it. You know, I love to see it. And then if you want to see what the From the Vault Hornswoggle figure looks like from the re-release of the Elite 7, there is a little shot of him there. If you guys want to see these up next to each other there is the Hornswoggle up next to the other two members of DX for this specific moment there. And this was after this run, but you could still put them together. If you guys are interested in that, you could, you know, look at that, do with it what you will. But this came later on after this 06 reunion. And then for your last comparison here, we have every Shawn Michaels Ultimate Edition, I do believe, up next to each other, unless I'm just a moron and forgetting one. I know we do have that Amazon exclusive coming soon, but I think this is every Ultimate Edition that we have gotten so far from Mattel officially. You have the first Ultimate Edition here, the Fan Takeover Amazon exclusive Ultimate Edition, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from 2024, WrestleMania 12 Ultimate Edition, and then we do have the Legends DX Reunion Tour Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels, and you can look at the head sculpts, man. It's the same damn face. 4 Ultimates, same head, different hair. Crazy. Absolutely, that's actually crazy. They just keep reusing it. They're like, yeah, just run it back. Just run that back again. Just do it one more time. And I could be tripping, but I think I'm pretty sure the new one's coming with the same head, too. Or is it brand new? I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a minute. But that does it for your Shawn Michaels figure comparisons. Well, that pretty much wraps up this Legends Target exclusive Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels action figure review, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I really like this figure. I don't think that Shawn Michaels really has a bad Ultimate. His first one was kind of but that was really early on when, you know, they had really big pins and they didn't have butterfly joints and it was really early on. But I've really liked every Ultimate Edition Shawn. Now, I will say, we got to get some new damn head sculpts, man. They've been reusing the same head sculpts over and over and over and over and over on the same guy. So, Shawn Michaels most definitely needs some new head sculpts, but I really like this figure. You know, I know that the torso is kind of controversial. I know some people don't like this torso for Shawn, but I like the forearm bands, the bicep bands. They are painted on, but still, the DX Reunion shirt is cool. Again, I think this gear is underrated. And I think, you know, this is a pretty solid Ultimate Edition. I don't think it's one of those that's going to be in the top of the top at the end of the year. I don't think it's going to be finishing maybe even in the top 10 of any sort when it comes to the Ultimates. But damn, man, this is a fun figure. I had a lot of fun posing it. It's a good representation of this time frame of Shawn. I just think that it's just one of those releases that gets the job done. You can pair it right with your Fan Takeover Ultimate Edition Triple H, and you're not going to lose any sleep over it, man. I think that's kind of what you're getting here, and it suffices. I don't think, you know, it's not earth-shattering, but it's not meant to, you know what I mean? I think that's kind of where we are on this Shawn Michaels, but I do like it. I think that it's been an enjoyable figure. I haven't found myself wanting to throw myself off a bridge or anything, so that's good. I mean, that's a positive thing, right? I mean, if I was the opposite, that wouldn't be very good, would it? So I dig it, man. I'm enjoying this figure. I like the accessories. And while not my favorite release ever, it's still fun. It's a fun figure, and I had fun with it, man. It feels good in the hand, poses well. Not much else I can say about it. I do wish he could do the suck it a little bit more. It's kind of difficult to get him into that suck it pose, even with the butterfly joints. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I think about this Shawn Michaels Ultimate Edition, man. I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are down in the comments section. How you feeling about it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know all those things down below. And I think glow sticks would have been cool to include with this figure, but who the hell am I, Brad? But nonetheless, man, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels review, man. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'd love to know all of your thoughts again down in the comments section. And a huge shout out to our Patreon members, of course, man. Thank you guys so very much for the continued support as always. You guys are incredible, and I appreciate you so much, man. But that is all. We're going to wrap it up for me, man. I'd love to know what you think down below, but I'm getting the hell out. I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed one, and I'll catch you guys later.